Today we're going to talk about Zija. We're going to start off talking about Zija stuff. It'll be fun. Hey, this is the mixing cup I use, and it matches the Zija box. Because the hydrating mix, the one that you put in water, like 24 ounces, I think, and you soak it all night, I think it gets to cellular level, perhaps. But when I shook that up, please don't put it in one of these, because you can't get it out for you have to drink about 4 of those before the taste. I was not thinking. I was shaking it. It was splashing. So, and it still didn't dissolve properly. So I would say if you're going to mix powder drinks, get one of those springy things. You're probably on and I'm paused. I have to. Oh, did I forget to accept you? Did I forget to make you a freaking host? There's this old saying, Angie. There's this really old saying that you might have heard of. It's called duh. Duh. I have to let my cat out. I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, world. So you put the Zija stuff in a regular bottle and you couldn't wash the taste out?
Mm-mm. And it didn't dissolve very well either. But see, I have one of those straw attachments. So, the powders just getting into all those weird crevices. It was really stupid.
Oh, I didn't.
Not stupid. It was a great lesson.
I've never had one with the straw attachment before. I have this one that they gave me with the Zija stuff. I didn't get a mixer bottle with the sample stuff, but then later I got it with it when I have more of the stuff.
Cool. That's nice. But I got this a long time ago.
Oh, I didn't even know they
matches.
I didn't even know they made them with the spring. But this definitely has a spring. But this morning I've already screwed it up because every time I shake it, it comes out the top. So I've screwed something up.
Yeah.
Because it didn't do that yesterday. And I put it in the dishwasher overnight, although I'm sure I have not permanently hurt it or anything, but I think maybe I put something back together wrong.
Can I see it again? Can you show it?
So it's got some of that mixed in there, and it's pretty well mixed. You still do want to shake it throughout the day to make sure it will. And it does get, supposedly, I think it is on the cellular level, it gets better when it goes overnight. I was mixing them overnight just in a very tall glass. And the thing I miss with this is in the bottle, you can't actually do the 20 ounces and mix it. You can only do the 16. You know what I mean? You need some space. If it was full, full, nothing's going to happen.
So how many ounces is that?
Right now, I did have it at 16. I've had 4. But that was when I discovered that when I shake it, it goes around the room. So I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I'll probably take it apart after Blab. But I'll drink it once in a while. I really like, and this is exactly what you were saying, that green packet. The green packet is why I decided I wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because I really like that stuff, and I have, it seems like the last few years I've had problems where I don't feel like I can stay as hydrated. And when you're in a state that's in a drought, you begin to think, well, okay, I begin to understand. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it just kept going on and on. Here's the packet like Elsie had. I guess when you get it, it comes in a box like this. But they still come in the packets like that, though. I wasn't sure if they'd come in a big thing that you scooped out or what.
Did you get ripsticks?
I got ripsticks. I haven't used them that much. I was really hoping my friend Art, who
candy.
Well, I was really hoping that my friend Art, who really has problems keeping electrolytes and stuff and gets cramps and stuff from that, I will swear at some point he was complaining what was in Gatorade and he wanted to switch, right? So this is supposed to be more natural ingredients, whether it tastes like candy or not. I don't know. Gatorade tastes pretty much like candy too. Not quite as much. But see, he drinks the Gatorade daily, so this is supposed to be better for you, right? And I really want to get he and CJ in a room to talk ingredients because because he's really picking about the Zija, and she's like, then how has he been drinking the Gatorade? And he's like, there's nothing wrong with Gatorade. And it's like, oh my God, the two of you just go. I don't care.
I'll find the email with the ingredients in it, because I had asked the same thing, because they're one of these, it might be this one, XM Plus, or I don't know, but I'm confused now. But there's two things that I already taken that seems that Zija has, and one of them is the drinking. Oh, the first one is the daily tea, which is like my Clad 1250 whatever. You eat a pill like a half hour before you eat. It's supposed to speed up your metabolism. That's what Zija daily tea does.
Well, that's what I think this is supposed to do, actually.
That is what you're supposed to take before exercise. That's what killed me yesterday. And my heart rate was like...
But that's the one that's raising your metabolism.
But they say to take that on an empty stomach and then do a big workout.
And I think that's going to be a very individual thing. And to your... Because, see, for me, I took it on an empty stomach, and it was nothing more than a strong coffee.
I was so afraid to drive. Like, I had my kids in the car, and I'm just like, oh, this is bad. Pay attention.
So lesson number one,
freaked out.
If you don't have a certain tolerance for speedy things, I mean, I'm kind of a personality anyway. So if you don't have a tolerance for extra caffeinated coffee, don't try this on a day where you have things that you might need to do right about then, because
it worked out.
It worked out, but you weren't comfortable.
But that's the thing, though. It's like I let it kind of take in for 10 minutes. Then I did my weights, and then I went on the treadmill or the elliptical for 40 minutes. So I thought it would all work together.
Right. That's interesting. I'll let you know after I do the aerobics. I will do the aerobics sometime today. I have not done aerobic exercise with it, and there is a possibility that you put the aerobic or exercise with it, particularly if you're not a person that's used to. I mean, listen to me talking. I'm certainly always told how speedy and hyperactive I have been since I was like this big.
Look how
used to it. You got to be used to riding it. But I do wonder if you add it with aerobic activity, it would make you even speedier, I think. It could go two ways. For my friend Judy, she would probably just collapse and sleep for 20 hours, and we'd wonder if she was ever going to wake up again. But the other people, it would keep them going 20 hours.
I felt like I was actually worried, though. I was worried about my health on that. And maybe I'm not in good health, but I saw that anyone diabetic cannot use that. Like, you have to see your doctor.
You said another one that's interesting that Art was looking up. One, he was upset because it has stevia. Well, he wasn't. He kept mentioning it had stevia, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it has stevia. And he says, no. He says, stevia is natural, so it's perfectly fine that it has stevia. He says, I just don't like the taste of stevia.
That might be me, too.
Right.
That's probably it, because I use stevia. But I always use less than more.
But
because I don't like sweet.
Right. I tend to go, but I don't tend to drink. The Ripsticks isn't one of the lines I was really looking at. You know what I mean? It's like it comes with the package for me. Although I will try it, and I am trying. I wasn't going to go that strong of an idea for trying to lose weight. I was going to go, and I go back and forth on it because it's like I was inspired to do it. I feel all good about all of it. So I attracted this. Why? And it's like, so which product is the one where I'm going to go, whoa. Now, so far, I do really like this one, and I'm perfectly happy drinking one of these a day. Absolutely.
Do you know, I think that's my first and foremost on health, too, is being hydrated. And that's why I bought the Nikan water system. I wanted something that excited me, that made me say, I want to drink water. And can I share something?
Sure.
You're going to love this. remember, these are all tools, right?
Uh-huh.
Money tool, love yourself tool. But I have, little sayings on my water bottle. But what I created today for the energy lab is, you remember the indigo water?
Oh, absolutely.
See these stickers? Again, just tools. I'm going to be charging this under the sun today.
That's a great idea. I have a bottle almost.
Fun.
Yeah.
It says, feel, believe in success. And then the other side, see, this is supposed to be for the white bottles, not the dark, but oops. Visualize, manifest, attract. Cool. So that's my share.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up my bottle and try to do that this weekend too. I've been meaning to.
Yeah, hydration. A plus A1.
See, and I drink a lot of water, and that's been one that I have. I'm not sure about. You might like it. When you were doing the doTERRA, did you ever put like lavender in your water?
I did lemon once in a while, but it wasn't like life shifting. Like I want to shift.
They have one that's called Trim and Tone, right?
Oh yeah, I like that.
And I put that in the water yesterday, and that's how I feel with this. Exactly. That's how I feel with this. It's like, it's just, I don't have to put any more in. If I just add more cubes in water, Trim and Tone is going on forever in this bottle. But
cool.
I'm getting used to it. See, I do like the taste of water naturally. So now you put something in there, and it's like, it's almost has a little bit too much for me, but I'm getting used to it.
Oh, okay.
I did try the lemon they had, and that was
kind of lime-like.
And I love the peppermint trick for the back of your neck. I love that. I'd never.
What does it do for you?
I'm sure it would work. That it would be very cooling. At the time, it was very cooling, although I wasn't overheated. So I'm kind of anxious to try it when I am.
But do you put fractionated oil with it? Because I get so sensitive. I start like it burns my skin.
It's interesting. I probably would. Right, but I just did, when you open the package, it says this thing, in trying the essential oils, it says something about trying a drop of the lemon on the back of your neck, or not the lemon, the peppermint on the back of your neck, and I was like, wow. I do get what you mean, though, because when it first lands on your skin, I haven't put them on my skin much, and it was like, ooh. But then, you're just in the sensation of the peppermint, so it's all good.
So what do they have in their oil line?
They had, I haven't looked at it.
Do they have a sleep one? I'm looking for a sleep one. I lost my doTERRA Serenity. I can't find it. I have 2 boxes of oils. I know I took it out and I lost it. So I need something new.
Serenity their sleep one? Let me go get it.
So
I have the box right over here. I have a bunch of Eden's Gardens ones that I just muscled through and bought on my own without any, whatever. I don't think in their line, they either don't, I haven't looked on the website yet to see how many they have beyond what they gave me in the set.
I know.
But the set doesn't have that many.
To look too.
But I'll be right back.
Just basic.
And you would know maybe, did you buy the doTERRA set?
I did, the Physician. It was the second least expensive.
doTERRA doesn't have anything but the essential oils, right?
No, they do vitamins and stuff, and that's why I'm trying to get Sue from doTERRA on, because I want her to go through that.
So I was just wondering, when they
have so many
stuff, they might have sent more essential oils in a basic package because they're more about essential oils. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the only thing I'm wondering there. All right, 1 minute. Yeah. Oh, see my shirt?
Okay, what do we have? Oh my God, name that. Who is that?
Vampire Slayer.
Oh, cool. Love it. So Angela is grabbing some essential oils from the Zija company. I love oils, you guys. They're like, I like that one. That's a mask I'd buy. I'd get that one. I love the owl.
I had to have the owl. But the little animals like this, they're actually even kids' masks, right? But they're gonna play my school kid friends in the book.
I love it. Oh, I always wanted an owl, you guys. Oh my God, I love owls so much. Like real ones, not like collecty ones.
So that's what came in what I got.
Okay, you have to. Can you read them off? I'm not going to make you take them all out or anything. Just
and an interesting thing, I'm putting on my glasses to do it because it's kind of dark in here. But I'm kind of wondering because CJ says with this stuff you do much. I think it was vitamin A that her eyesight's improving. Okay. her prescription's changing. And I barely even have one, so
I have yesterday. Well, yesterday, way after the pill incident, hours after, actually, my eyes were so tired, and I had to drive at night, and I was like, oh my gosh, and that would be, that's what I need to know.
Why are we drinking incident? That was still the pill incident. Yeah. That's like the sugar rush high, and now.
Yeah, no, I was trying to drink water. I'm like, how do I come down? How do I come down? But luckily, they do say temporary. Right. Oh yeah, and I did get exhausted. I did, but I had to go out.
See, and it's just a question of timing and getting used to it. Try to plan to start something new, anything like that, on a day where nothing can be impacted because nothing's expected. Then you can still get tripped up because the next day sometimes you're affected by something new you've started. Let's say you start day one of a weight training exercise routine and you have never done it before and you don't know how sore you're going to be the next day.
Right. Oh my God, I love sore. See, that's the other thing. Some people don't like being sore. I love that feeling of sore because I know those are the places I'm targeting.
Kind of depends on what you're doing the next day, though.
I need a rowing machine.
Kind of depends on what you're doing the next day. Trust me. Because I like it too, but trust me. There are things the next day where you could be like, oh.
Like trying to sit on the potty.
Okay, so wait a minute. So this is...
Those are good.
I'm going to need lights. I said I'm going to need light.
She needs more vitamin A.
I need more vitamin A. I need to be further down the... Yeah, no, it does say what I thought it says. It says soothing air.
Words, though.
It says soothing air.
Okay. Soothing air? That sounds so beautiful. What does it do?
I have no idea. It's like I said, it's all new to me.
It's like elements. Is that it? Like the element of
that
air?
One was air. This one is determination. This one is just peppermint. Oh. This one is lemon. This one is frankincense. True lavender. Pure tranquility. I'll bet that's your sleep.
Yeah.
Muscle mend. And Pro Shield. And then, of course, I have 2 bottles of the trim, whatever that is. Fit and trim or whatever.
They're really smart.
I think I have 2
My
bottles.
First kit. My first... I still have the... Hold on, I'll be right back. Now you see me? Oh,
that's what I did.
Now you see me? Now you don't.
Oh. What's this part? How do I make you snapped out? Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Corinder.
Okay. So this is what... Oh, wait. This is what I had gotten
from
originally. So it was lavender,
right?
Peppermint, deep blue for sore muscles, frankincense, Digest Zen, which is good for when you have tummy issues. So is peppermint also. Lemon, Breathe, Melaleuca, which is tea tree, oregano, and the Yummy On Guard, which is like a cinnamon yumminess. And orange. It's like cinnamon orange. It's so good.
Which one's that one?
I make
cinnamon orange?
It's called On Guard, and I make the kids soap with that. I just get some of that, what is it called? Dr. So-and-so, just plain soap, and then I add like 10 drops of On Guard, and the kids love it.
Dr. Brown or something? I think it's Dr. No, something like that.
He does peppermint. Yeah. Oh, Castle soap.
Right.
Something like that, Castle soap. But I got the almond one, and that one works. That one smells good with On Guard. and it keeps germs away.
It
scares germs
away. Did you get a diffuser with your doTERRA?
No, I didn't. I had to buy.
They sent a diffuser too, and
well, how much was this?
It was the platinum package. You know, they do one of the so I did spend the much. It was somewhere around the $1,200, $1,300, something like that. But if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
I love. Oh my gosh, I have 2 diffusers, not by doTERRA. I just got cheapy ones, but they still work. They work great. I love them, and I have them in 2 different rooms. I diffuse while I'm working out.
See, I don't do it much because I kind of had a bad experience with the one I got off Amazon that was kind of the cheap one. So I'm kind of interested to try this out because this is not a cheap diffuser either. I was like, wow, it works totally different than the one I had. Yeah. So that's
one day I'll upgrade.
What was I going to say about that? Oh, doing the high pass. See, Janine has said a couple things, but she's never had like a product that I could understand what she was talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like we'd go through a couple of things. It's like, well, but I don't quite get it. And if I don't, you know what I mean? I'm so orthodox law of attraction. It can't just attract me. I have to understand what the heck's going on. You know what I mean? For it to be part of, you know,
the clarity. Absolutely.
So I had that, and I've had a few different people because of my behavior on the internet. It's like, come on, sell my whatever, you know. And it's like, I think that would be a naturally good thing for me to do if I could find a product that does help me with issues, things that I want to do, and then have that to be able to tell clients about. That might help the coaching some because I'll get people who are interested and they just can't. You know what I mean? So maybe if they had a product to then attach to, I don't know. But so it's been a thought. It's been a thought.
That's how I got, and that's how I got into oils. You have the book, right? You have the book on the oils. Ooh, I love
well, see, and on the oils,
there's an emotion. There's an emotion book. So with coaching, you can do NLP with the oils. That's what. Remember when we passed around at the retreat?
Well, that's the confusing thing is at the retreat, the only ones that ever got passed around to me were Eden's Gardens, not doTERRA. And so then as we come out of the damn thing, it's like doTERRA, doTERRA, doTERRA. And I'm like, huh? What's with you people? The bottle said Eden's Garden.
But it was peppermint, right? Was it peppermint? And
the one I was around was Janine's 4 Thieves, and the Thieves one is through Eden's Garden.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, the Thieves is equal to doTERRA something. What is Thieves?
You know, I can't remember what it was for. But I think it had a lot of like clove and that sort of spice thing in it. It's a delicious smell. I love it. So I did. It was the first thing I did when I got home is I bought some of that. I love that one. But you guys kept going, doTERRA, doTERRA, it's the only one. Throw everything else away. And I'm like, but this is what she had at the retreat. I had it in my hand. I don't understand what's happening. It was like you become pod people for doTERRA.
Okay, well, I can tell you right
what happened.
Now, okay, it's the ingredients for that Thieves. It looks like what On Guard is. It's Young Living Thieves oil. Is that what you're saying? Cinnamon orange. Right?
Oh no, now she's audio only.
I mean, honestly.
I feel as if I caused that.
At least okay, so my big thing, like I think with Zija, it was what I attracted was detox, hydration, weight dissolving, and the pleasure of taste, smell, and touch. Well, the pleasure of taste, smell, and touch totally did not exceed my expectations. But the others, I like what I'm doing, and it's good to know what's out there because I think a piece of toast with peanut butter and banana is my favorite thing to eat before a workout. You know, you
Uh-huh.
wait like 30 minutes to 2 hours over those pills.
I'm not disciplined enough for that.
Me neither. It's just like I keep trying.
I just do what I want, and I think even with the Zija, I'll document it, but I'll still do what I want. But I still think what I see. I already am losing weight. You know, things have changed that way since the fibroid. On that end, I thought this would probably help. I'm really interested in that. And I don't know why. I want to ask more why they have the what is that called again? It's the super mix. Well, they have one that's a smart mix too. How come nobody ever talks about the smart mix? You know what I mean? I'd like to try it. It is not in the sample pack. I've never even seen it in person.
Did you get the morning energy?
I got this tea thing, yeah, the premium tea and the daily tea.
Okay, so the daily tea is what you drink before meals, and the premium is a detoxy.
I don't think you have to drink this one before meals. I think
that's what
can drink it before meals, and I don't think you have to do it before everyone.
It was a suggested use.
Let me go show you. I'll be right back. I'll go show you the thing that I'm gonna do. That's part of their testing thing on it, or you don't have to, but I'm gonna actually do a video thing on it. My life's kind of gone crazy because I am gonna try to get that workshop done this weekend, but I think it might be at the end of the weekend as opposed to the beginning of the weekend. We'll just see how today goes, and so then you've got that. I saw something last night where they approached me to maybe use my artwork on clothing. So I don't know if it's crazy or if it's something that could actually happen, but I'm still working on that. I made a scarf on their design and I joined them.
And you know what else you can make with artwork? Mm-hmm. You can make eyeglass towels. I have one. You could do, something like that. I have one with a big butterfly on it.
Like the Buddhist flags and stuff. Yeah, you could do. Oh, that's very cool. I would love to make a set. I would love to make a set of chakra flags like that. I could do that too. Done. I'm doing it. But on there, you can only have certain patterns you can do. And since I'm just trying it out and I don't know what's going on yet, I felt elated that I could even make a scarf with anything I had. It's like, oh, this piece of artwork works on a scarf. Yay. But so now I have to go through, they're asking for a type of photo file that I haven't had to do since photo class day. So I have to go back and build, but I'll do that today and see how it works out and see, all that. But so much going on. I was going to show you. Oh yeah, hold on.
So what I wanted to share with about Zija is the premium tea is the one you drink at night, and it's supposed to just kind of clean out everything. That reminds me a lot of triple leaf slimming tea. It's like the same thing. But I think the triple leaf might be stronger, and I don't know. The daily tea is the one, the suggested use is to drink a half hour before you eat, and that reminded me of the Clad 1250, the Garcinia cambogia, I think it's pronounced. So that was, and I can't find that stuff on the internet, so that's why I'm sharing it, because it was stuff I was looking for. So hopefully that helps someone in the future.
Well, I can't show you because I don't know where it is. But they basically have a 90-day exercise and diet program where you drink. So you drink one of these before you work out in the morning. You take one of.
Ooh, it takes so much discipline for me.
No, wait a minute. So with no food, you're drinking one of these and you take one of these, and you alternate days between working out with weights and doing something that's aerobic, and they give you a bunch of suggestions. And then midday, somewhere around lunch, you had the tea. And another pill if you wanted to. I did not do the pill, and I actually didn't end up having the tea yet either, just through luck of the draw.
Wait, did you take one? Did you take one pill or two when you said you? Oh, see, I took two. That was
only take one at a time. Only take one at a time. Don't take two. Even the two. Okay. Even the two. You're supposed to take one in the morning and then one before lunch. So one before breakfast, one before lunch. Not together. That's why you were too speedy.
See, but you see, I looked it up, and that was the suggested use. See, I need to be listening to you.
You pulled an Art. Sorry, Art. Remember Art not going to Cancun because of this.
Right, see, this is why we do our blabs. This is the information. I was looking everywhere on the internet. I'm talking to CJ. I'm all over the place. Everything wrong.
It does say it somewhere on there, but your eye was just kept missing it. And I mean, that life is that way. That is how life works. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, something I've been writing recently, and I don't remember whose quote this is, but when desperation sets in, vision disappears. So the more freaked out and worried about something you are, the less likely the solution could be right here. And you're going to be like, but what do I do? What do I do? I can't.
I wasn't. No, I was just, for me, I just wanted to try things out and give an honest review. I'm not actually, I like what I'm doing.
Oh, no,
I didn't know what I was doing.
I'm not saying you were
I had no direction.
I'm not saying you were desperate. I'm saying you couldn't see it then. Imagine how blind you could be at desperate. Because, I mean, at times when there's nothing bothering you at all, it could be right here, and you're like, now where did I mean, how many times have we had, like, where are my headphones? Duh, you're wearing them. Where's my phone? Oh, you're actually talking on it. You know what I mean? That little bit of
right.
Fraction.
Yeah. Because our brain, it's like the memory thing. Our brain doesn't have a really good memory. What did you say? You remember the last time you remembered?
You remember the last time you remembered it, which actually use it. Absolutely use it. I talk about that in the workshop. Rewrite it. If you don't like those old ones, rewrite them. You're not a monument to justice. Make it come out okay for you, period.
So you're going to do those videos then, right?
I'm going to do a video a day. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do a video a day for their 90 days of the Zija.
I love that.
But I already started one yesterday, but I'm not going to start releasing them until after I finish the workshop because it's just too, you know what I mean?
I think it's such a great idea if you have a place for people to make comments and stuff, especially people wanting to try Zija. I just think it's going to be, oh my gosh, you're doing a great service.
At the same time, I suppose they could, because they'll be up, like on my webpage, and I don't know, maybe they'll be over because I'll have a Zija page too. But you can't cross put it on, like I couldn't put it on my coaching page in certain levels of prominence because you have to be high enough in the right? You have to be that invested in the company or whatever. But I think it's just in terms of logo. I think. Okay. I don't think they're not going to stifle for you for telling tips on how you made it work better for you or which ones don't work or whatever. The other thing I was going to say yesterday. So the only ones I did yesterday was I did work out with weights. I had the super mix. I always forget what the second word is, if it's food or mix or whatever it is.
I know.
Mix. It's super mix. So I had that. I had one of the pills. And I had the trim and whatever in my water.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But definitely, it says do 2 drops and 3 drops accidentally fell. Man, on the lemon, I did 5 drops. Don't do 5 drops on the trim and whatever. Oh. You'll be lavendered up to your schnoz. I don't know. I haven't heard that it has lavender, but it's got to have lavender in it. It's like you can taste it.
I've had that mishap before. It's almost like over richness. But luckily, it will get out of your system at some point.
It's weird because it's almost like it's a fake thing, but it's not. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
I know.
If any of them would do it, lavender's the one. When I first heard that you could put them in your bath, lavender was the one that got me there. To be very careful how much lavender you put into a bath. Too much lavender in a bath is actually painful. I'm not kidding. Oh. It actually does hurt. Kind of stinks.
Do you use Epsom salt with?
I have. I've never used the Epsom salts with the essential oils, just because, like I said, I don't have any essential oil training or anything, so it's all been haphazard what I've run into when I've run into it.
One of my favorite recipes is rosemary, lavender and peppermint, like 3 drops each, in like a cup of Epsom salt, and just kind of mix it with a toothpick, and then pour that. Woo! Exhilarating.
Rosemary,
so, yeah,
lavender, Epsom salts, and what was the other one?
Peppermint. So that's a total
peppermint and lavender in your bath. Ooh, that's a stimulating bath. Not sure about the rosemary, but those two, yes.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. So far, Art, right? He's been working this job at the Presbyterian Church. When we had the big earthquake in Napa, some of the churches got really damaged downtown. And then because of the way churches operate, it could be a little while before they get the funds together and it's not just that it can be a little while before they get the funds together. Some of the things they have to buy could be really expensive. I mean, those LCD projectors, they can't go get like a $200 LCD projector that you can get at Costco. They have to have specifications that are like $20,000 projectors, you know what I mean? So he's been down there working, and some other guy was working there, and he took one of those rollerball essential oil dispensers and put it on his elbow or his hip or somewhere, and Art's all, what's that you got? And it turned out to be that doTERRA Blue stuff, right?
Oh, deep.
Right. So I tried to mix him some of the Eden Garden, whatever. I can't remember what they're named for the muscle one. Because I had mixed him one just by my own seat of the pants trying to mix from what I read. And he used that, and I don't know, he used it up, right? But he never really seemed to, you know. And so I had forgotten that I got their blend for the muscle. So then I mixed in some of that with a carrier oil, right? And so far, no, he doesn't seem all that impressed. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to do the same thing with the one from here, which was called Muscle Mend, I think. I can't remember what the Eden Garden one was called. But I tell you what, I'm going to go buy the damn doTERRA. And I'm going to, we're going to do a blind taste test on him, I think.
Cool.
But
that's fun.
Yeah, but he said the guy that was using it said it was the only thing he could use on his, I guess it'd be joints. I know they recommended muscles and joints, but I would say he was using it on joints, and it was the only thing he could use that made them feel better. So that's the place Art wants to get to. But so far, if you hand him one, like I said, it's like, he doesn't seem to be. But I think that's another part of it, too. And it kind of bothered me as I was first getting it, where he's all, it's got Steva and this sort of thing. There's a certain level that when you sign on with anything like this, you have to want to believe. I mean, you can't be a idiot, you know what I mean? But you have to want to believe. You can't go in not. And here's the one where you're exercise, right, for the manifesting. Okay, I'm going to take you to a different story, but see if you can think how this applies to a story from a Tuesday night blab with you and Tom. Because it comes from a story you guys are talking about, right? And how you were introduced into music. Okay, when I first encountered the novel Harry Potter, I wouldn't have a damn thing to do with it, because if that many people liked it, it couldn't be any good. Popular translated as common denominator, sheep, not great. Now, I ask you, if you're looking at something that you're planning on creating, and a business environment that you want to be in, a creative environment you want to be in, and you're saying that popular is bad, how can you expect to be popular and sell lots? Just occurred to me somewhere between when that Tuesday night blab happened and maybe this week. So it seemed to me embracing that popularity in some manner in a creative way.
Exactly. I mean, where do you want to be, right?
Exactly.
Where is it you want to be?
You can't scorn.
Everything in between, right? Everything in between the how, the house is going to happen. Do not take that out of the equation.
Don't think about the house, but keep in mind any of the weird little things that you're thinking. Because I'm one of those people. I've always been for the underdog, right? I've always been for the, it's great when the oil, what's their name? The Saints. When the Saints won after Katrina. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah! You know what I mean? You love that sort of thing. Yeah. You love somebody coming from underneath, right? But how can the, masses come in if you're scorning the masses?
we are all already winners. My whole thing is there's no more the meek shall inherit the earth. I want everyone to succeed. And I think one of the reasons I wanted Blab to focus on having guests, I just want to expose everybody,
right,
and really help them achieve greatness, because it's we were so overrun by the industry of music, and I'm just talking about music. This is for everything. And now that that's gone, there's no middleman. It's like church. We don't need priests anymore. I'm sorry, but we don't. We don't need a priest to tell us it's okay. I'll give God your message. No. It's like there's no middleman. We are life force. We are energy.
It is an interesting world, isn't it? It is really an interesting world.
We are abundant.
And it has changed. I don't know. You've got a lot of people worried about a lot of the bad stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you just good stuff's happening. That doesn't mean that isn't important. It doesn't mean it, isn't there.
Right.
It just means that if we keep watching that, we're going to get more of that. We want to look over here, and we'll get more of that. And in my experience, it is absolutely true. In my experience, some of the good things in ways people treat me and behave around me and everything now, there's somebody inside me going, wow, how did I get here? And sometimes they'll say something, yeah, and I'll just be like, whoa, seriously? Okay, thanks. Some sort of compliment or something. So, and I know that's all still just the ego playing, but at least my ego's getting a more fun ride.
Right? I mean, look at all the years and years and years that we've built, or we've been living through certain programs. It's like, I just got into I think both of us have really been into personal development for pretty much our whole lives in some way or another. But like, I joined Achieve Today when I was like, okay, I need to make a huge evolution in myself or whatever. Yeah, 2013 October for me. Just yesterday I was like, my big thing right now that I'm going through is, I've been nostalgic lately, and that's such a scary place to go.
Yeah, don't do it.
Right?
Don't do it.
It's back to the memory, right? I'm not even remembering anything accurately. It's like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
But it was fascinating, and I turned into the observer. Thanks to Angela.
Don't do it. Don't even do it. As much as you can, you really don't want to do it. I'll send you one later. I had no idea, because I do it. Oh God, yes. I'm much less now, very good at it. There were things that I had no idea that it was not necessarily a good idea, because you don't think, if I think back about my past and I'm thinking about pleasant things and I'm happy about it, no, you don't even want to do that.
Right. There's only now, right now.
There's an Abraham-Hicks that talks about it. That's just like, after I heard that one, I was like, oh, well, okay then. So it's kind of like I feel pretty good about the things I'm doing right now, because they do talk some about the past. So as I'm doing those projects, it's like, okay, well, I'm talking about it now, but look at this. I could say, it gives me permission to shut up. At least about that.
So what are you going to send? A video of yours?
No, I can. But no, I was in Abraham-Hicks of why you shouldn't talk about the past, think about the past, look too much back at the past, and just look at it as the past and look only forward. Yeah, I'll send it to you, because I was amazed. Otherwise, yes, hopefully sometime this weekend on the I guess on the old mastermind page is the best place to do it. Is I'll put the link to the workshop, and then I'll also send it to people's message things, depending. Like, I'd send it to your message thing, but there's a lot of other people in the mastermind thing that I would only put it in the mastermind thing, because I wouldn't be so what's the word? Presumptive or whatever to say, here, you want to see this? There's a person calling in.
Should we ask him what his question is first?
Ooh, should probably let him in. Wait, there's a rule of thumb: don't let a cartoon character in, and that's a hard thing for me to say. But see, you put your face,
Let me ask him real quick. Let me ask him. Is it about energy work or wellness?
What happened to my Kleenex? While you're typing, I'm gonna go get Kleenex. I might come back and he won't look like that cartoon character.
And ask him how well English is his language. It could be tough. Good
luck, I'll be back.
Okay. So we might have someone on the topic of wellness coming in. Until then, I just wanted to, we were talking about manifesting, and what I wanted anyone to do who's trying to manifest something in their life right now, whether it's better health, dissolving weight, not losing weight, because losing weight means we're going to try to find it again. We want to dissolve just completely, right? And aligning with how that feels. So focus on something you're currently wishing for in your life. And, it could be wealth or life mission. What is it you want? How will this help the planet? How could it be a win-win for everyone, right? And then, right, Angela, then our whys. What is your why?
What's your, see, now that's hugely important. Hugely important why. It's hugely important. At Cancun, Abraham was talking about that. And it was the first time a bunch of us were talking about it, where they told a story, and they told it for the first time with a little bit more information than you'd heard before. And it's the one about when Esther wanted it to rain, oddly, in Texas. Just because lately doesn't Texas always seem to be flooding. But at that time, Texas was always drought. It happens. It goes back and forth. We're the same way. But so she was, they were out walking, and it looked very parched, and it looked like animals were having problems getting water and stuff. And she said, Abraham, I want it to rain. And they said, well, why do you want it to rain? And it was when she focused on the fact that the animals were parched and all that, and the need for it, you're focusing on the need. And so she says, I want the ground to be soft and green. I want so you focus on what do you want out of it? Soft and green ground.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So.
Okay.
That's exactly where I am in working too. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out my whys and what's that sensory. Okay, what is that then? What's my soft green grass?
Okay. I don't know about the planet. We actually had a guest on. What was it, last week or the week before? I think he has a question about the planet.
Oh, about the planet?
Okay. I don't know how to let. Show caller.
Show caller, right? I think. I wonder what I did with my Kleenex.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Earth.
The Earth?
Planet, the energy of the planet. It's more that we're all energy beings.
So is the planet.
So what were you going to say about the planet?
Hello.
Hello.
Which planet?
What?
Which planet?
Which planet?
Which planet?
Well, actually, we are. I mean, we're all. The whole universe is energy, right?
Yeah.
So when you think we're this tiny little dot of so much more that's out there, it's like I feel like our Earth is so diseased right now, but that's just my belief. And I feel like we're healing. I think one day my kid is going to say, you know what? Do you remember when there used to be war on the planet? Wow, that was so long ago. You know?
If they're smart, they won't.
But then, do you feel like it's that there will always be a need for war, that is just ingrained in our we came into the energy of whatever the planet was in, and we're evolving with it. We're evolving our brains, the human brain.
I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it that way. I look at it that we are the energy, the planet is the energy, the universe is the energy, everything is the energy, but then we get born into a human body, and the human body then becomes like a mask over that energy. And as we grow, right, we are now, let's say, mystified by the sensation of being a human. And we have these other mystified humans who are dealing with the same thing. And to the degree that they've bought into the reality that we've created, they treat you in certain ways. Things happening with his camera. But so that mystification, it takes you until somewhere between 30 to 50 to 60 to become unmystified and wake up and realize that you have something else going on other than just your physical reality.
But I'm talking more about the physical reality, not our spirits. Like our
physical reality is nothing. It's bullshit. It doesn't exist. Look away. Avert your eyes. See what you want to see.
That's true. What was it Janine used to say, that we see things and it bounces off the cortex or something into our belief system, and out it comes that reality.
Well, and so you see what you want to see. You see what you believe.
Right. Which isn't necessarily what I want to believe. Sometimes it's not what I want to believe. Because I'll cry. I want to.
So what do you got there, guy?
Yeah, not sure.
But so that's the problem, is that
okay,
don't
so the
buy into any of the negative of the reality. It doesn't mean that it isn't real. It doesn't mean that it isn't out there. But by buying into it, talking about it, giving it a bunch of energy, you're giving it a bunch of energy. They've said on the Abraham-Hicks, let's look at just simply the Trump-Clinton problem. There are more people who are against Clinton, right, voting Clinton in by hating her, and there are more people voting in Trump by hating him. Mm-hmm. So at least if we have to live in this environment where you have this reality that you're not always happy about, if you can focus on the parts that make you happy and nudge those forward, doesn't it make it a better reality? Mm-hmm. It's not sticking your head and ignoring what you don't want. It's furthering what you do want. What did he say?
Oh, he can hear us.
He can hear us.
He's having technical difficulties.
Oh, I hear you.
Yay! Yeah,
we can't hear you very well. Or I can't. Can you?
Right. So what I just shared with you was the reality of my reality, what I am currently experiencing, that I'm assuming everyone else is experiencing
too. The world's
too.
crazy right now. It is. And I mean, if I did buy into it more, I would be chasing the Pokemon. They're at least the happier people. Well, except for the ones getting hit by cars.
Popping bunnies, flying owls, and rainbows.
Yeah. See, so, I get it. It makes sense.
Well, so there you go with the energetic planet. We're one of many. That's all I have to say about that. I love the universe.
It's more soothing to chase Pokemons than it is to count where somebody got killed today, and will I offend all the other countries if I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you country."
Angela, the one thing I'm also really
guys, I think we're gonna have to say bye.
What do you think? Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Angela?
I heard both of you.
I can't hear anybody.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I can hear you, Angela, but if you can...
them?
I didn't realize we're all talking at the same time.
Huh?
So what do you got? How do you pronounce your name? Rahul?
Rahul.
Rahul. Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul. So where are you from?
Actually, I am from India.
From India? I want to go to India.
It's
on my list. Where are you at in India? Oh, Elsie's gone. Rahul, what'd you do?
What happened?
I'm kidding. So where are you in India?
Actually, I am Indian, New Delhi. Delhi.
Oh, New Delhi.
And you?
Napa, California.
California.
Yeah. Oh, itu.
Well, see.
Actually, this is my friend.
Napa.
What?
It's Napa. Napping. Yay. Elsie, come back.
Kidnapper म्हणते ती तुला.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kidnapper.
So what are you guys talking about? Elsie.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why are you laughing?
Why am I
Very
laughing?
loud.
I just laugh like that. I just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Like-
I do. That's good though, right? I think you guys laugh like that too. I mean, come on, look at you. You can tell the guy in the back's a goofball, right?
Okay,
Not
actually,
meaning a bad thing. If goofball is bad, I've actually said that to somebody I think in New Zealand, and it was bad. No bad.
Actually, can I say something?
Can you say absolutely?
Who is standing backside of you?
Say that again.
Who is standing your backside?
Oh, who's there? It's not a person.
Yeah.
It's not a person. I do photographic artwork with masks. It's a mask.
Actually, I am an artist.
It's a mask of John F. Kennedy. But I have.
आणि इकडे काय आहे मग?
Here's a Fred Flintstone. See, I do artwork with them. Here's the Nixon.
Nice.
Elsie, come back.
इकडे काय आहे?
Here. Here's the owl.
Okay.
गोबर दाखवला आयला झवलेला.
And what is this backside?
What?
What is this at
Opposite
this
side.
backside?
What backside?
Opposite side.
Elsie, come back. Oh, ouch. What am I stuck on? Let me see. Mask.
Nice. Nice.
Mask.
Nice.
That was a problem. And you know what I found?
What problem?
It just doesn't work as well as I'd like. Now, this one over here,
What is this?
check this out. I've got it on a mannequin head.
Oh,
They sell those online for target practice. Can you imagine? So I put a horse head on it.
hello.
Elsie, come back.
Hello. I think you are making a face of people. Statues. Hello.
Hello?
बर बाबा अरे तसं काय नाही.
तसंच पडलंयस खाली मी काय करू? हॅलो.
Well, so come back to end, Elsie.
Will you make this
We make
Hello?
what?
my statue? This is